Hello stars, this is your Diva Star and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And of course today is another very happy and also a bit nostalgic episode. We're doing a throwback toy episode just for you, my dearest stars, and it's actually one of my favorite 90s toy collection from Jollibee. Yeah, so for those Jollibee fanatics or for those mga batang 80s and 90s who grew up eating in Jollibee and collecting all the toys that they've released, are you still familiar or do you still remember all the Jollibee mascot characters released? Just comment it below. And yes, today we are featuring, or I'm sharing, my personal collection of this 90s release Jollibee toys. Actually, this is called the Jollibee dolls. Alright, so there are actually 9 mascots, although we all know for a fact that right now there are only 5 of them who's active, being released in different product line, social media pages, and even a TV show way back in 2008, right? But before that, they were actually 9 characters. So this is actually one of those toy collection of Jollibee that they've released that they're still complete or intact as a group. So let me share with you one by one. Alright, so let's unbox, not unbox, but let me share with you one by one. And of course, the first one is the leader of the band, the leader of the 9 mascots. And this is, of course, Jollibee. Diba? Again, mind you, this Jollibee dolls toy collection was released in 1991, okay? Though I understand that some of my fellow collectors would call them as Jollibee standee, pero hindi. Their name is actually Jollibee dolls. I don't know why dolls, but I so love the depiction of all the 9 Jollibee mascots here. But this is Jollibee, of course, is very iconic. He was introduced in 1980 as the first mascot for the food chain, dressed in a red suit and a chef hat. This anthropomorphic has become the face of the brand, and of course he brings a lot of joy and happiness to the customers. The first iteration of him was more slender and he actually has green buttons, but this was the one released in 1990. So nag-iba or nag-evolve na yung look ni Jollibee, but I grew up with this kind of look because right now, of course, they've developed or improved the look of Jollibee, but I so love this look. It's so I don't know, if a baby or a kid would actually look at all the mascots, they would really first look at Jollibee. I don't know, it's maybe because of the color red. So we all have the tendency to really look at him. And he's the leader of the band. Again, he was released in 1980. This is a super iconic Jollibee toy. And again, they released this line of toys in 1991. So this is, of course, the iconic Jollibee. Alright, the next mascot is like the second to Jollibee in terms of age when he was released, and this one is Popo. He was also released the same year, right after Jollibee, and he was created to promote Jollibee French fries. Alright, so let's put him here. He was like designed as a boy with a red shirt with blue overalls and hair made of thick fries and a hat that looks like a carton for fries. His design was later changed to give him a more sleek look with a blue tracksuit and sideways upside down running visor to replace his hat. He is currently active and seen often with the Jollibee crew. So again, he was released, Popo was released the same year as Jollibee. So for me and for everyone, he's like the next to Jollibee when it comes to age. So this is already very iconic. I remember making sure that I have a Popo. If I cannot complete the 8 toys, at least I have a Popo, a Jollibee, and Hetty, right? So they're like, for me, my 3 favorite Jollibee characters. So this is Popo the French fries. Alright, so after the very successful release of Jollibee during the 1980, they've released additional mascots. Actually, in 1983, they've released 3 mascots to further represent the brand. And one of the 3 mascots is named as, here, Chicky. Oh, diba? Alright. And let me put her here. Alright, shown as a chicken standing upright with a female feature, she represented a chicken joy chicken, but was later discontinued in the mid-1990s, diba? Again, we don't see Chicky anymore, but I hope that Jollibee brand, specifically the marketing team, would bring back those 3 other mascots, which includes Chicky. Again, she was released in 1983. She wears this yellow necklace, and of course you can see that she's a female, considering that she has this very beautiful lashes, right? And again, she represents one of the all-time faves Jollibee food, which is Chicken Joy. That's Chicky. Alright, so our 4th toy, one of the 3 mascots released in 1983, is Lady Moo. Of course, we all know Lady Moo in her famous or iconic ballerina outfit. Again, she was introduced in 1983 together with Chicky and Mikko, and she represented the milkshake products. I thought at first, when I was very, very young, I thought that she represents what, beefsteak, or I thought actually she's a pig, but she's a cow, of course, and shown as anthropomorphic cow with female features. And together with Chicky and Mikko, she was discontinued in the mid-1990s. So again, calling Jollibee, please, 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 I hope that you would revive this character. I'm so curious how she would actually look like if they would revive her. Siguro not wearing a ballerina costume, siguro a more modern costume as a dancer, diba? Because that's what Lady Moo is. So yes, so that's Lady Moo for you guys. Alright, so the last of the 3 mascots released in 1983 is Mikko. Alright, it's so cute. Mikko portrayed as a young kid in red shorts with overalls and a cap that looks like a milkshake cup. He was created to promote the breakfast and milkshake items of Jollibee. Alike the mascots released in the same year, Chicky and Lady Moo, he was also discontinued in the mid-1990s. Actually, I think these toys, the 3 of them, let me put them here also. The 3 of them were discontinued in the mid-1990s because Jollibee already represents the 3 items overall. So the Chicken Joy, the milkshake, though actually we don't have much milk. I don't think we still have a milkshake, right, in Jollibee. And the breakfast meals, Jollibee already represents them. So Jollibee team marketing felt or feel that they're no longer needed to continue as mascots, again because Jollibee already represents them. But it would be nice to revive all the 3 of them, right? What do you think? Will you let me know? But for now, how are you liking the this vlog episode? Make sure to like the video and share it to your friends and fellow Jollibee collectors. Alright, our 6th Jollibee mascot is Mr. Yum. Here. Alright, this character was introduced in 1980 to 1983 as Mr. Yum, the mascot. And he was, of course, created to promote the regular Yum hamburger product line. He's seen in dark suit with a bowler hat shaped as a Yum burger. He was later updated in the year 2009 and he was renamed as Yum, removing Mr. His appearance changed to a younger man with yellow visor shades but still keeping his burger-shaped hat. So for those batang 80s and 90s like me, we all grew up seeing Mr. Yum in this suit, right? And then now, 2000 onwards, he's looking more younger with his costume. But again, Mr. Yum represents the regular Yum brand of Jollibee. And again, he's still very active together with Jollibee, Popo, Hetty, and Twirly. So again, this is our beloved Mr. Yum. Alright, we're on to our next mascot, and of course, this is also the beloved of a lot of collectors. This is Champ. Or we also call him, no, it's actually the Champ the burger. He was introduced in 1984. Let me put Champ here, but later discontinued in 2004. Champ was a mascot that resembled a boxer with a hamburger for a head. He was created to promote the Champ Premium Hamburger product line. A second incarnation of him was released in 2020. So nag-revival. As you remember, during 2020, he was also included in one of the Jolly Kiddie Meal. I got confused. In one of the Jolly Kiddie Meal releases in 2020, he made a comeback, and I hope that Jollibee would make him a permanent lineup in the Jollibee mascots, right? But this one is very iconic and vintage, diba? 1980s. Ang ganda-ganda in his red boxing gloves, yellow robe, and then of course he has this red belt with a champ on it. Ang cute. I so love him, diba? So again, this is Champ. Alright, our 8th toy is actually called Twirly. Of course, a lot of you is still very familiar with Twirly. She was first introduced in 1988 to promote the popular Twirly Sundays. Twirly Sundays, the ice cream, right? Twirly is a bright colored female mascot in purple and pink attire with hairdo that looks alike to a sundae. She's currently active and appears often on promotional materials and events. So actually, she's the youngest of all the Jollibee mascots because again, she was just introduced in 1988, right? But she's also became very popular, and until now, as mentioned, you can see her as part of the Jollibee crew, still very active, right? But of course, her look now got evolved, right? But this was the original look of Twirly. How do you like her, right? So again, this is Twirly, our Sunday girl. And of course, the last of the Jollibee crew or mascots is my personal faves, and I think according to the survey, she's the most favorite and popular aside from Jollibee, and this is Hetty. Hetty Spaghetti. She was first introduced in 1984, of course, to promote the Jolly Spaghetti product line. She's designed as a young girl with blonde hair that looks like spaghetti strands. She is a crowd favorite, as mentioned, after Jollibee, and is currently active with the Jollibee crew. Of course, her look now evolve, as you can see, and she wears this iconic pink jumpsuit. Again, of all the Jollibee mascots, she's my favorite. As a young child, whenever we purchased Jollibee toys, I would really ask my mom and beg for her to make sure that I have a Jolly or Hetty spaghetti mascot toy. I so love her. I don't know why. She's really cute. She has huge head and her hair with spaghetti strands and even hot dog bits on the side, right? So super duper love. So this is Hetty. Yes, so that's about it, stars. So I've shared all 9 Jollibee mascots. Again, they have been released in the 1991 era So some say that it's 1988, 1989, but just to clarify, no, it was released in 1991. I can still vividly remember it because I was like in my grade 5 during that year when I was purchasing the toys. Actually, I only have 5 of them. I've kept all 5 of them, but so I was missing like 4 toys. But thank God to fellow collectors, I was able to get 4 of them, right? Again, I so love this line because here it's just straightforward toys. It's just them. You can see their you can see them as a whole from head to toes, right? So very cute. Minimal articulations, diba, on the arms. The legs are not movable, but you know, as kids growing up in the 90s, we also love this kind of toys from Jollibee, and I could still remember the smell of the toy whenever you open it from the plastic bag. Nakarelate ba kayo, ay mga kaedad ko dyan, right? Kasi when you purchase them, I remember when you purchase these toys, they're just in a plastic bag. So when you purchase the meal, I think a minimum purchase, let's say of 100 pesos, then you can purchase the toy. So you'll go to the booth of the store and then you'll pay for the toy. I don't remember how much it was during that time, but whenever you purchase them, it's in a plastic and then you open it and you can smell. Right? So thank God I was able to keep the toys in a very good, clean condition, and even the other toys like Lady Moo, which is a rare toy already, a rare find. She's still in very pristine condition. The paint is still very much intact, right? So she's worth collecting. So there, I just hope that Jollibee, calling again Jollibee, I've said it in my previous throwback vlog, to please, can you focus now on the toys? That, you know, that please consider reviving Chicky, Mikko, and Lady Moo, and even Champ. So it's gonna be so nice to have all of them. Imagine if your kids would have Jolly Kiddie Meal parties and that all of them would be complete, right? Diba? Mas maganda, mas masaya. So, and yon. So, let me know your thoughts. I hope that you like this throwback vlog episode. Please make sure to leave to post a comment, like the video, and share it to your fellow collectors and friends. Alright, so next time we shall be featuring more toy collection of mine as requested. So again, this is your Diva Star, very proud batang 80s and 90s. So you have a great week ahead of you. Cheers!